So we've already come to the conclusion that the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is a great smartphone. But of course, just like every other phone, it's got its upsides and its downsides. You know the routine. Let's go ahead and take a look at 5 great and 5 not so great things about the Note 20 Ultra. As always, starting off with the good stuff, we're talking about the display. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, we already know how good Samsung displays are, so pair that with a 120Hz refresh rate, 240Hz touch sampling, and you've got yourself a big, bright, crisp, and buttery smooth user experience that's both a joy to look at and a joy to use. It is pure eye candy. Next, we're talking about the power this phone comes equipped with. It's got the latest and greatest CPU and GPU and a monstrous 12 gigabytes of RAM. This phone is fast, it is snappy, lag is a thing of the past. Like I said before, it is buttery smooth. Multitasking is a walk in the park, and gaming is no sweat. There's no doubt that this phone can handle the heaviest of power user usage. Next, the cameras. Samsung took some good steps forward with this set, and pictures come out looking great. Outdoor, indoor, and low light results have improved, and video capture has become a bigger focus as well, no pun intended, with added microphone capabilities. With a myriad of lenses and different shooting modes, this is easily one of the best camera experiences that you'll come across on a smartphone. Now, you know, we had to talk about the S Pen, right? Samsung made it better. Latency has improved, handwriting recognition has improved as well. They also added new air gestures that are actually pretty impressive. There's nothing like it in the smartphone world, and Samsung keeps making it better and better. The upgraded writing experience makes things like jotting down notes and even doodling look and feel more natural and enjoyable. Next, battery life. Packed with a 4500 mAh battery, you can expect this phone to deliver some really solid results. We're talking 6+ hours of screen on time with moderate use and even more with light use. I was even pulling nearly 6 hours with the heaviest of use cases you can imagine. When not in use, the phone will chip away at the battery ever so slightly, so you'll never really have to worry about bringing a charger with you when you leave the house. You can have every confidence that you'll be able to get through a full day's use with a little juice left over before bedtime. It's good stuff. Alright, so now the not so good stuff. We're talking about some of these design choices. As much as I enjoy the frosted glass finish and all of these super premium materials, the phone is still large and very slippery, and the screen is curved, making one-handed use pretty interesting. I can't lie, it's difficult, and this camera bump makes for a wobbly experience when used on a desk. Shout out to this video sponsor Spigen for helping out with that. Their cases are a huge help for this huge phone. Not only do their cases eliminate that camera bump, they add a good amount of grip, and most importantly, they'll protect your phone. Spigen offers a number of different options to choose from. 2 of my personal favorites are the Slim Armor CS. I really like the card slot that lets me hold up to 2 cards, perfect for when I don't feel like carrying around my wallet, and the Ultra Hybrid. I really like the grip that this one provides, it's super solid, and I love that it lets me see the beautiful mystic bronze color of the Note 20. They've got something for everyone, so make sure you check out their cases and other awesome accessories using the very first link down below in the description. Moving on to the base storage this phone comes equipped with. Now, this is probably one of the most disappointing things spec-wise. 128 gigabytes. Now, that doesn't sound all that horrible, right? Well, maybe it will when you compare it to last year's 256 gigabytes of base storage in the Note 10 Plus. Sure, you can expand the storage via micro SD, but you can't help but see this as a significant downgrade, especially when you consider this phone's price tag. I know, you've been expecting this one. Say it with me now, $1,300. Yeah, $1,300 is expensive. Yeah, I know, thanks Captain Obvious. Now the phone may be packed to the brim with all kinds of great stuff, but the price is still where it's at. We've seen plenty of phones come out that go for a fraction of what this one goes for, that users will be more than happy with. Of course, the premium specs, especially 5G, contribute heavily to the cost. So I guess it makes sense, but it still makes this phone harder to recommend than normal, as much as I enjoy it. Next, we're going back to the cameras for a bit, and as great as these cameras are, the image processing is still Samsungized. Now that's not always a bad thing, but I can definitely say it's not for everyone. Some people just don't prefer the look of what Samsung's processing puts these pictures through. On top of that, the camera shutter is on the slow side of things, interestingly enough. You hit the button and you'll have to wait for what seems like a little over a second for the camera to snap. It's pretty unfortunate, and it can be quite annoying. Last but not least, locked to 1080p at 120Hz. Now this is something that I see mentioned quite a bit in the comments on Note 20 videos. While the screen is still incredibly gorgeous, being locked to 1080p at 120Hz without the option to max it out to WQHD+ is kind of a bummer, and for some it's a deal breaker. Now I understand there are people out there that couldn't care less, but when you've got a phone of this caliber, it does leave a bit to be desired, especially for the pixel peepers out there. So that's going to do it for this edition of 5 best and 5 worst features. I want to thank Spigen once again for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out all of their awesome cases and other accessories by clicking the very first link in the description. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, sub to the channel if you are new. Thank you so much for watching.